again. I thought today we'd have a look at some of the basic equipment that you'll need to take your greyhound for a walk. It's a legal requirement in the UK that dogs are walked with an identity tag, and that needs to have your name on it, and it needs to have your address, which could be just your house number and your postcode. Some people like to put their phone number on as well. And I've got two sorts here. This is a standard engraved tag, and this is on a house collar that has a buckle. I've also got a little metal cylinder with a piece of paper inside, and I've put tape on that to make it a bit more secure, and that collar just slips around his neck. Got another one here. This is a wider collar. Again, no buckle on this, it's just going to slide on, and this can sit quite loosely around the neck. Don't be tempted to attach the lead to this nice big ring though, because this is much too loose and you risk it sliding back off if the dog pulls away from you. To attach the lead to, you need a collar that's going to fit more closely, and this is a standard Greyhound collar and lead. This is a fishtail collar, and we fit this with the wide part under the throat, and it buckles up around the back of the neck. It wants to fit close up around the ears, so you can just fit 2 fingers underneath. The wide section is going to protect his throat if he pulls, to protect the blood vessels, the nerves, and the actual trachea itself. We don't really want him pulling, but at least if he does pull, the weight is distributed over a wider area. Take that one off. An alternative to that sort of collar is a Martingale collar. You can get some really lovely designs in these, and this comes in 2 sections. You've got the circle that fits the dog's neck, and you've got an extension to the side that the lead attaches to, and that widens so we can slip this over his head. There are 2 metal bars here, and when this extension is pulled tight, they come together, and this means the collar can't get too tight, so you need to adjust it so that again you've got that 2 fingers underneath and no more. When this is relaxed, of course, it slips over his head, so I wouldn't really recommend this sort of collar if the dog is quite new to you or you've got a dog that's reactive. An alternative to using a collar is to use a harness. This is a perfect fit harness. This section goes on the back, this goes down the front of his chest, and this is the girth that goes under his tummy. And I'm going to talk a bit more about harnesses in another video. The last thing that you'll get when you first home the dog is a muzzle. This is a standard Greyhound muzzle, and I would suggest that you keep using this until you're sure that your dog is going to be okay around other breeds. So to put this on, I like to leave this strap done up, and we can just slide his nose in here and pop the straps around the back of his ears. Again, this fits close around the back of the ears, and we want to have room for at least 1 finger in front of his nose so it's not too tight. To take it off, we're just going to slide that over his ears again and slip it away. Thank you, Gandalf. So that's our basic equipment. I'll be back in another video to talk about coats, and also a separate video to talk more about using a harness with both 1 and 2 points of attachment.